What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now PS Edition. I am Alex. In this video, I want to discuss what happened to Little Hope, or what's going on in general with Supermassive Games. Right? These are the people that brought us, obviously, Man of Medan, if that's how you want to say. I've always called it Man of Medan. Have always been told I'm wrong, so I'll call it Man of Medan. And I played this game. The game was solid. The game was very, very short. I thought right when it actually got really good, where I would consider it a really good game, literally, it ended 2 minutes later. So I'd say overall the game was solid, a good starting point. I'd like to see these games improved. But the bigger thing, the issue leading me to make this video, and I was debating even to put this on Podcast Now, was what the heck is going on? As of right now, I'm recording this. I'm recording this the Wednesday before. So this is a few days early. I want to get this video done before the weekend. And I was looking up Supermassive Games, Little Hope, Man of Medan, all of these. I said Medan again. All these different things in general, like on Google. Try and find anything. There's nothing. And this Dark Pictures anthology, these 8 games. Remember, we're supposed to come out over a series of 4 years. 4 years, 8 games, meaning 2 games a year or every 6 months. Well, I don't know how to break this to you, but February is 6 months after August, so this should have been the month that we got Little Hope. It just should have been. And here we are. We're at the end of February at this point, right? So we got 1 week left at this point, right? Saturday's the last day, and nothing. And March is busy. I don't know if they know this, but February literally had nothing in it. Actually, Little Hope could have benefited a lot from coming out this month. $30, short game, but solid. Honestly, just something to play, which is what people... that's not the reason that drove me to buy Dreams, but it's part of the reason that drove me to buy Dreams, and I'm very happy that I did. But, I'm sure I'm not the only one. Really, so far this year, in my opinion, Dreams is we had Kingdom Hearts Remind, but we've talked about that. I don't think that was really worth the price, and, people bought it, but it was mainly Kingdom Hearts people, right? So if you're a casual gamer, or you're just somebody who's looking for something to play, I guess you've spent the first 2 months of 2020 playing the games of 2019, which is fine. In fact, I've been doing that as well. I've been trying to beat as many games as I can. I'm doing a really good job at it because there's just nothing else to play. So Little Hope could have benefited greatly from coming out in February. You look at March, we just had a video go up yesterday. Look at the games. We have games kind of for everybody, and not just even for PlayStation, right? We could talk about games in general. Xbox, you have Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Nintendo, you have Animal Crossing, which is the biggest game in general that releases in March. Doom Eternal, right, for the shooter crowd, which I'm personally getting. I'm very excited for that. But there's Neo 2. There's a lot of games. Persona 5 Royal. There's a lot of video games coming out in March. Now, it's not absolutely insane. We've seen bigger months, and even the biggest games of March are not the most massive things in the world. Comparatively, we've had some really big months, and we even had huge months in 2019 in general. So they're not the biggest things in the world, but March is pretty filled. And if you go back to February, you pretty much had Dreams. I'd say, in my own personal opinion, that's pretty much all. Darksiders Genesis, if you're into the whole Diablo style and you like Darksiders, I guess that was a game, but PlayStation-wise, it was pretty much Dreams, and to be honest, even that is I'd say a smaller kind of game. Not everybody's going to buy it. I can't imagine the game selling more than a couple million copies, and that's for 110, 115 million PS4 owners. So most people didn't buy it, right? Probably 1% of the people bought it. So there was really nothing in February. Again, Little Hope could have definitely benefited from it, and I don't know if it really fits in March, but if it doesn't come out in March, now we're looking at April, then it's all right, well, you guys have 8 games. You had 1 come out, so you have 7 games left, and now are you going to have them come out yearly? Because now we're talking 7 years, and one of the things we talked about was when this was whole announced, and I talked about on Podcast Now, and I said, it's okay. It's like one of those. It's like a sports deal where sometimes you'll take it where it'll be beneficial in the short term, but it'll probably hurt you, right? Like a player will get older and he won't be worth the money you've spent on him in the long term. It's something like that where it's all right, 8 games in 4 years. The first 2 years should be fine because you get 4 games. It's this return from the makers of Until Dawn. Phenomenal game, right? Looking forward to what they're going to do next. All that stuff. All right, I'm sure they'll probably start to feel repetitive, and the gameplay mechanics will get a little boring and also repetitive, and we'll probably be turned off on it and won't want it anymore by like the halfway point, and we'll have to have 4 more games. But in the short term, it's fine. But like, and again, like one of the reasons why that it would hurt is because if you make all these games like 4 years, they're all like eventually they're going to look outdated, they're going to feel outdated. They've even actually Supermassive Games has gone on record saying like we don't intend to change gameplay. Like they're all going to be the same, the Until Dawn, Man of Medan, they're all going to feel like that. They're not going to add new things into it unless it's absolutely necessary. They said that. So imagine that now, but now the games are coming out like every 8 to 10 months, and now it's like you get a game a year, and so now 2020, and then the next 6 years you get a new game, but it's 4 hours, it's $30, it comes out probably at the worst time possible, it starts to feel very repetitive. In like 2 years they're gonna look very outdated. Again, the gameplay mechanics are gonna be very outdated as well in a few years. So it's like I don't like where this is going. Now, I'm painting this as like I'm super negative on them and I don't like anything that they've done or what they're doing. I have a lot of respect for Supermassive Games, a ton. I love them. I think they have done a phenomenal job with Until Dawn. I think Man of Medan, it was actually, like I said, really, like I enjoyed it. I'm happy I spent money on that game, and I will do the same thing with Little Hope. I will buy the game day one. I really will support them. So I want to see this Dark Pictures anthology through to the end. I will hopefully, my plan would be to play all 8 games. I really feel like I want to do that right now. Maybe when we're into game 5, I'm like, well, I can skip the next 3. But as of right now, I have interest in playing all of them. But right now, I'm not very confident on the plan. The plan was supposed to, and I do remember them saying, like, the goal is every 6 months, but maybe it would be, so, like, they did kind of prepare us where it's like, all right, we'll try to do it every half year, but it may take longer. Well, all right, that's okay, but, like, for the first game, you're going to make that, you're going to have the, you know what I mean? Like, if between games 5 and 6, or 3 and 4, or 4 and 5, you have it take 8 or 9 months, well, it's okay because you've had 3 games come out in a row, you know what I mean? Like, in between game 1 and 2 was 6 months, in between games 2 and 3 was 6 months, and then maybe because you were so on time, then like the 4th game, maybe you're a little bit behind on it. You know what I mean? I would give them that more than this, where it's like, okay, well, you said 6 months and you had 1 game come out. You would really hope that second game out of 8 would come out on time to kind of build this, again, like this scheduling, right? Where it's like we trust them that they're really going to try to hit it. And not just that. Really, honestly, it's not even just the fact that the game isn't out in February, isn't out 6 months after. It's that, again, at the time I'm recording this, there's nothing about this game. They haven't talked about it. There's nothing that's been reported about this game since August. Not a single thing. That does worry me, right? Is there any promotion for this game? Or like in March, do they just announce, hey, the game's coming out in 2 weeks, and you get a trailer and that's it? Is it kind of like a Telltale thing or like an episodic game thing where you get the trailer and the game releases that following week, like Life is Strange or something, right? Is that how they're doing it? Does that work for a game like them? Because it's not an episodic game, although it's part 2 of 8, but it's $30, and it's a game that you can buy, like, physically, right? So, like, how exactly are they going to do it? So I'm more alarmed by the fact that we just haven't gotten anything in general. Like, if in February they told us about this game, gave us a trailer, and then said, we'll give you even more info in March, and then in March they announced the release date, that's something else. That's something that we haven't gotten. Now, maybe they can do that this upcoming week, you know, or maybe they've done it in between when I'm recording this video and when it's going up. But as of right now, I am a little worried about it. But still, I want to be clear. I do support them. I do want to play this game, and I'm looking forward to it. I just want it. So, guys, let me know in the comments below. What do you think? Where do you think this game is? Do you think this game has been pushed? Do you think this game is releasing in March? What do you think's going on over there at Supermassive Games? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys subscribe to this YouTube channel. Hit the bell icon. And thank you, as always, for watching. We have videos going up every single day on this channel, and I hope to see you guys on tomorrow's.